Thomas. Welcome to ICANN 60 in Abu Dhabi.
Hello, Julia.
I'm going to ask you a few questions, and my first question would be, can you tell us a bit more about yourself and your current position?
I am currently the chairman of the GAC, the Governmental Advisory Committee of ICANN. I've been having this function for 3 years until the end of this meeting.
Could you give me a short introduction on the GAC and its role?
The GAC is where governments meet in ICANN to give advice to the ICANN board on public policy issues and issues of international and/or national law. And we try to represent our people, our businesses in this multi-stakeholder environment in a way that we find solutions to challenges in the interest of all.
Okay. What influenced you to become a chair? And after 3 years of chairmanship, as you said, what has been your experience?
Well, it wasn't my idea to become the chair or my initial plan. I was trying to be useful as the representative of Switzerland and help building bridges, help foster mutual understanding. And apparently some have thought that I may be able to chair the GAC, and so it happened.
All right. What recommendations do you have for GAC newcomers who wish to actively participate in the GAC?
Well, first of all, it's not easy to find your way into the ICANN world because there's a lot of specialized knowledge, a lot of language that is not familiar to people who come from the outside. So it is important that people speak up, ask questions, try to understand, build a network of people that support them in understanding, in finding out what is relevant to them and what of their expertise may be relevant to others, how they can bring in their experience, how they can make their voices heard. And they should not shy away from participating actively. It is an open space, it is an open platform, and only those who bring in their voices, make their voices heard, may have an effect.
Right. I have one last question. Do you have anything to add or advice to the GAC new elected chair?
This is, of course, a sensitive question, but I think what I learned in my 3 years is that, first of all, it is still a challenge to bridge the worlds between governments and the way governments work, the thinking that is applied by government representatives, which is fundamentally different in many ways to people that live in a business world or in civil society. So to try and make each other understood, try and listen to each other and not just look at the words, but try and understand what is behind the words is the first step to be able to build bridges and get to solutions that are shared and accepted by the whole community. I think this is the most important as the role of the chair of the GAC as a liaison to the rest of the community. And then within the GAC there are also different cultures, different views, different needs, different experiences. And also inside the GAC it is important to create a constructive, a trusted environment where people try to work together, not against each other, try to understand the others that may have different views or different feelings, and then use this as the basis to build consensus or compromises that lead to constructive outcomes.
Thank you very much, Thomas, for answering my questions.
You're welcome.